guys. Welcome to the stream with another episode of Wing Talk. I am gonna wait just a few minutes to see if anybody would like to come in and chit chat. This is gonna be a Wing Talk, and it's just gonna be me up here. At least for a little bit. I hope everybody's having a good New Year's Eve. Hi, Pam, Sam. Happy New Year's Eve. Hi, Jen, sis. Hi, Tony. Happy New Year's to y'all. I'm sharing this out real quick. So how's everybody's day gone so far? This thing does not want me to share it out, apparently. Hi, honey bubs. Happy New Year's. That is cool, Tony. Excuse me. Well, that's good, Pam. That's how I feel. Stay for me, unless I have had a trip to New York or someplace where they're having a big old party for the New Year's. I'd much rather stay home. That's just the way I am. Hi, Anna Mendez. Good to see you. Hi, Julie M. It's good to see you. Some of you guys might have noticed that my avatar has changed. My banner has changed on here. It's just getting ready for the new year. And I felt like, maybe, as things progress, I feel like changing it up is not a bad thing. So I went ahead and done all that this past few days. And I have been working pretty hard on getting things together for this new year for this channel. And I put for the end of this season for Wing Talk, the end. I know it's been a while since I've done a Wing Talk, you guys. So I felt it was necessary to go ahead and go ahead and do this as a Wing Talk. I do want to talk about reflecting on looking back at this last year. Overall, looking at the bad, um, there was some lessons that I had to learn the hard way, and being able to trust people and learning what to as being an adult, learning to let go and what stuff you should stand up for and fight like hell for. How optimistically cynical, it's good to see you. That has, I think that's one of my hardest lessons to learn this year. Um, this year has been kind of a topsy turvy season this year. It's been somewhat disappointing to me to a point in a lot of different areas in my lifetime. You know, it's probably one of the more disappointing years. Hi, Carrie Ann's good to see you. This is kind of more laid back wing talk than what I normally do. Hi, Libras rule. Happy New Year's Eve to you guys. And 2019 was probably one of the hardest, I think, to deal with out of every year. In perspective, um, a lot of things. The biggest thing I think that was the hardest to deal with was my best friend. Um, that was my pet. Her name was Miracle. She had passed away. That was one of the hardest things I had to deal with. Was not looking forward to it, but yet it ended up happening. Hi, the real K-Pups. Good to see you. Hi, GoDonnie.com. Hi, Belinda. It's good to see you. Um, yeah, me losing what I say is my best friend was probably the hardest. Hi, Valerie. But in a lot of ways, there was a lot of good things that happened in perspective now, this being the last day of 2019 for me in my area. Um, I took a stand a year ago this month. I believe it was the 18th or the 20th, one of the two. Of 2018 in December, I ended up putting my very first video out on YouTube. And moving forward was a challenge, you guys. I never thought it would be such a challenge with the way I had to learn about my internet, the different software to deal with on the computer, how to get things started. Started everything up as much as I could for my YouTube and Twitter, and focused on growing, seeing what I could do better. A lot of learning to keep my mouth shut when I want to promise to do something. I learned I can't always do it, so I started learning to keep my mouth shut, my big mouth shut, from putting put it out there. I want to do a live stream, because I learned if I just put that in and I go to do it, usually there's another person that is live streaming, and that there are manners when it comes to stepping on people's toes and trying to make sure that there was harmony within my little edge of the community. Hi, Misty Mountains. Good to see you. I learned there was a lot of things that had to entail with YouTube, had to entail with Twitter. Learned that certain things should be kept private. If you keep putting negativity, even though it's your social media, you can do what you want to. I don't care who says what. Your social media is what you make of it. And if you're having a bad day or having a rough time of it, I don't see why you shouldn't put it out there, as long as you're respecting and not putting names out there of the people that are. Make sure you keep everybody out of it and that's supposed to be involved in the situation. Just talk about the situation from your perspective, and if it is rough on you and all that good stuff. People still assume that it's a about certain people. I lost a few friends because of that kind of situation, and it had nothing to do with them. They just didn't want to see that. And the thing is, it shows me what kind, in a way, what kind of person would be there for you through thick and thin, whether it be a really hard time or they say it's drama and they don't want to deal with drama and leave. I had a lot of that happen this year where there was a lot of people that I personally felt like I wanted to get to know walked away because they didn't understand what my Twitter is all about, what my situation was all about, and what I try to do for myself, because I don't necessarily have a whole lot of people that I can confide in to ask for advice. And when I do ask for advice, there you guys know what it's all about. Hi, Liam's Irish Journeys with Mama Liam. Sometimes you guys know what it's all about. Sometimes you get advice, and sometimes you get somebody saying, I don't really give a crap, I'm leaving, and just leave it at that. I've had this year, I learned how to social, be more social, get out there in the YouTube world. I started spreading my wings. What pretty much done, I felt like, was I set myself up to be more outgoing than I had been. Um, I learned as I'm growing, and I made sure of this, I did not want to grow so fast that I could not connect with you guys. You guys are some of the best people I've ever met, and I'm thankful and happy for it. You guys that have subscribed to me, that listen to me, um, day in and day out on my YouTube platform, it just makes me, it makes me touched. It makes me feel like, hey, I finally found some common ground with people to be able to get out there and be able to show my face. I'm not scared of people. I'm not scared of people to talk smack. I know I'm not scared of people trying to be mean to me, but when it comes to other people, I will stand up for them, and I will make sure that things, at least on my end, I try everything I can to help out, whether it be because somebody else is trying to say something negative. Okay, Misty Mountain. Hi, Melanie, Jesse James. Good to see you. But I'm like one of those people that once you got me as a friend, I'm there forever. Unless you want to walk away or personal feel, if I feel personally attacked or I feel like I'm personally being slighted in some way. Hi, Irish Whiskey. Good to see you. Um, I'll walk away from a friendship in a heartbeat. If somebody does something to hurt me, one of those uncommon or unspoken rules of friendship happen, I will definitely take the chance to walk away. Hi, White Wolf. It's good to see you. Happy New Year to you, White Wolf. And I learned who my friends are really pretty easily within this last year. And I'm gaining more friends. I've learned that to let, like I've said before, learn to let things go, but also to learn when there is boundaries to what you can and cannot say to certain things. And me personally, I feel like you should be able to speak your opinion no matter what the circumstances are, as long as you're not attacking somebody personally and throwing out names. And it's one of those things that you sometimes you have to walk the fine line, maybe get your what I call your butt burned for it. But hey, that's part of learning. I know um, this year has been hard for a lot of my friends. And I do understand, a lot of people have it worse off than I do. Hi, Life of Alan. It's good to see you. We are human. We make mistakes, and some of the biggest things I've done. It seems like once I screwed up royally sometimes, and some people seen it on Twitter more than they have on YouTube. But that's just part of learning experience. My first year has been nothing but a learning experience. It's been hard, but I know there's a lot of people out there that had it harder. And um, you know, I understand that, Julie. I'm just kind of with YouTube. There is one. You have to find where you fit at, and I feel like with me, it's not that I fit anywhere per se, because this channel is about everything that I know about, um, that I like to do, and I'm willing to try other things. I'm willing to go out of my way to challenge myself to work on other videos, different types of videos that I feel like could be entertaining. I can be silly, I can be funny, but I can get serious in a heartbeat. I'm very technical, and the reason why people say I'm very hesitant, I say things or I do things that I try to be precise about. And a lot of people tend to mistake that. And I'm the type that really, I've always been awkward when talking to people. I know people say, oh, you don't look like that now. But look at the very first live stream I ever done versus what I'm doing now. I put I put a lot of how I feel and what I do and how things are with me out there a lot. But I want to be as honest and open as I can be. within reason for everybody, not to nitpick and judge, but to understand. I I remember starting this out. I was scared to death of getting in front of a camera. But look at where I'm at now. I'm doing live streams. I'm doing videos. And I'm doing them more consistently. To the point um I'm getting to the point where I feel like being live, even for 30 minutes to an hour, can be a daily thing if I really wanted it to be. Um, being able to be social, being able to help other people, even, you know, and there's people that I've helped on live streams before, you guys. And that's the best feeling. There's reasons, certain circumstances that have happened on some of my streams where people needed help. And I don't know if everybody says it a lot of times means it meant to happen. But being able to help people is one of my biggest goals. And it puts me in a situation where I feel like that's one of my life purposes, to help other people, not just do things selfishly for myself, because sometimes being selfish can end up hurting somebody else. And I don't like seeing other people hurt. But with YouTube, I feel freer to be able to express my opinion, to be able to explain things, to be able to talk about things that you wouldn't really always be able to talk about, or something that somebody doesn't know about. I love to be able to do these videos and streams for you guys. And this is not the end. Like I says in my thing, it's a question mark. People ask me, are you still going to continue into the new year doing YouTube or live streaming? Are you going to be able to? And with me, I do not plan on leaving the YouTube platform. I don't plan on doing things where you guys would be shut out, because it would not be fair to you guys. I plan on staying. I plan on being more consistent. All my series that I have on here, I plan to keep going with. I'm hoping to keep going and run with them and get better every time I do them. Hi, Moxie. It's good to see you. In this new year, you're going to see me probably do a vlog. I don't know if it's going to be once a week or if it's going to be once a month. But I'm going to show something that I've been trying to do for a long time, and I'm going to push myself to do it for at least a year, if not make it into a lifestyle. And that is to put myself on a pretty constricted, but not constricted diet, if that makes sense. I will put more details in when I start doing videos of it. My goal is to get down to a healthy weight, a manageable weight, and get some energy back. The last few months has been kind of, I've lost a lot of energy and motivation. I'm going to pull it as much as I can within myself to stay motivated, to keep being motivated, and to help. Um, to, in a lot of ways, I'm hoping this helps other people um, be able to have the encouragement to keep going when it comes to dieting and focusing on other things in life. And one of the biggest things that has ever happened to me, I didn't ever think I would meet the goal that I did this past month. And um, it was my best friend done a live stream for my birthday, and I was able to hit 1K. Never thought I would get there. I never thought anybody would want to see me on anything or think I was entertaining enough. And I respect you guys. Y'all are not just a number to me. You guys mean the world to me, actually. And I'm like that because of the fact I've always been told to pretty much shut up and hide in the shadows. That I would never amount to anything and never even be seen as to be took serious. And as much as it, as much as you see me get a little emotional, there's a lot of reasons why I get that way. And hopefully, in time, people can understand why I get emotional like I do. I don't. Sometimes I don't think anybody will ever understand me. But hitting that goal meant the world to me, and a lot of it was so I can go live on my mobile without um, without having to deal with another app on my phone. And because of High Madman Serpents, Good Cemetery's Gone Bad, and because of the situation that I'm in, I don't have a job. Um, I don't have a way to make money necessarily right now. Now my focus is, even if it takes me a year or two, at least to try to get to where I can be monetized. Get myself in a situation where I can save up money. At least try, if nothing else, on my YouTube channel. This year is going to be about possibly gonna. I'm hoping to grow. It would be cool if I could. It's not, to me. It's not always cracked up to be, but it's definitely, it could help. Um, with everything that has gone on this year, I feel like one of my biggest things is to possibly go traveling, go visit people if I can, if I can get the funds up for it. Definitely would love to be able to meet some people if I have a way to do that this year, this coming year. Never got a chance to do that this past year, but this year I do. Um, I'm looking forward to possibly doing that. Maybe even move out of here. this year? Don't even know. And be able, I think this is probably going to be my year to grow even that much more. Um, there's so many things that I could talk about for this next year, but one of my biggest is to lose some weight, which I know everybody says that, hey, why don't, New Year's resolution is to lose weight. Mine is to help keep myself fit, not necessarily just losing weight. Losing weight is going to be a good side effect for trying to get healthy. And I have yet to get rid of these little stinky things, but I'm going to work on it. Now I might be lagging because of the fact my internet is a DSL, but it's just try to grin and bear with me. And John Shelton, I think you're right. Focus on the small goals every day than the big things that take years. Yeah, um this year is going to be about making the steps towards the bigger goals, starting with smaller goals. Like, I'm hoping that I can get a job this year. I don't know if that's going to happen. I will try it. There are a lot of steps to some of the things I want to do this year. I do want to start trying to go out and collabing with people. Don't know if that's going to work or if it's going to happen, but here's hoping. At least one person, maybe two people, I would love to collab with. I would love to collab with in this next year, and I would love to be able to do more paranormal. I would love to do more paranormal, like paranormal investigations, paranormal things, because I do have a very big interest in the paranormal. Not only that, I love being able to explore. Hi, Little Reds. Good to see you. Um, this year is going to be, I'm going to step outside of my comfort zone a little bit, spread my wings a little bit, explore the different possibilities that I can do with what I'm given. Well, that's cool, Little Red. Yes, John, you have to be mentally there to be prepared for it. Um, Hi, Kenneth, the Kentucky fam. My biggest hope is for this coming year is to make more friends, make more meaningful connections with people. Doesn't mean that I want to grow numbers and subscribers. It's more or less I want people to see who I am, to be able to say, hey, this chick is actually kind of cool. She is my friend and I'm willing to help her and I hope she can help me out. Things like that. I want to be that's one of my biggest things. I want to be able to make friends. So far I've done pretty good. I've got several people that I'm friends with. I've got Haunted Trucking, who was my best friend in the whole wide world, and I love him to death. Drives me up the wall sometimes. Oh, and another thing is, hopefully I could get in the truck this year. Another thing I wanted to do with him and go out on the road. Um, I have Eddie and Jim from Eddie and Jim the Vlogs. I've got Libra's Rule and several other people. Honey Bubs, um, Michelle Coon the Fam. Hi, Silky Silks. Good to see you. Hi, Nerdy Tags. And I mean, there are several more. Mama Liam is one of them that I consider my friend. There's just so many people. I cannot thank you guys enough to help, kind of give me advice and encouraging me, helping me out when I have my low days. And it does help. And I want everybody to know I am the type of person, I am a friend to everybody. I try to be as best as I can. Have magnificent strength. It's good to see you. And I hope that for you too, magnificent strength. And it's just been an overwhelming year. So many ups, so many downs. So many times that I felt like I've been kicked to the curb, felt frustrated, and a lot of it is the way social media is. A lot of the things that I do on here, I tell it straightforward. Hi, what the paranormal's good to see you. Happy New Year. Um, but a lot of times people can take what is being said the wrong way because you don't understand the intent of what is being said. And that also goes with some of the YouTube things, some of the things in the chat. And people could take things that are said the wrong way. And a lot of times I got mistook the wrong way more than one occasion. And it did make me sad when there were people that I felt like I was somewhat becoming friends, acquaintance, connections. And they took things I said the wrong way and walked away, which is fine, to each their own. But I've learned to try to just get over it, have my little moment of grief for a minute that there was a friendship or acquaintance connection killed, just that relationship's gone, and just move on. This year, I think is going to be hard because, as everybody understands, as you grow, you will have pains, not only joy. Hmm. Um, and I understand that, Misty Mountain. And one of my biggest things is people do have to realize sometimes the people that help out the most sometimes don't focus necessarily on themselves to help out first. And they can get burned out. there are things that can happen within the year helping other people out, and it, you know, people get frustrated when they're helping out. And I've had that happen to me before too. I've gotten burned out trying to help people, and then I've had to walk away, and I felt so bad for it for some people because I know they needed help. I know I try to help them, and it's almost like there's only so much you can do to help people, and I want people to understand it's okay sometimes to not necessarily help if you're not in a position to help, or if you're not in a position to do something to help other people. If you're not in the right mindset to help somebody, you don't have to. You shouldn't feel like you're being made to. And that is super cool, DF Network. I'm glad you got a new PC. Uh, what's this on? Doing a raffle. That is a good reason to do something like that, Little Red the Fam. One thing I found out, YouTube cannot be responsible for anything when it comes to that. If it's all on your own, you have to make sure you look at the policies. Um, they sometimes will get people for doing stuff like that, depending, um, because yours is for a good cause. Make sure when you go to talk about it in the rules and whatever, make sure you also put in there that YouTube will not be responsible for anything when it comes to the, that is all on you, not them. But Little Red, I do want to encourage you to do something like that. That is a good idea, a very good idea to do. Tiny goals and focus is the key. You are right, John Shelton. And Nardy Tags, you're right too. Sometimes we need to get better every day. There's just so much that's going in my head, all the goals that I want to do for this year. I will say this is going to be the end of the season for Wing Talk. That doesn't mean I'm not going to do Wing Talk ever again because it's going to keep going. A lot of you guys actually enjoyed my little opinion pieces and uh, my little Wing Talks slash Wing Smacks when it come to some things that people were saying. And because you guys were really interested in hearing it, I figure keep going. And sorry, you probably hear my dog barking, and it's because my dad has got her aggravated or trying to get her to sing. So, sorry. Hi, Becky Boo Boo. Good to see you. Happy New Year's Eve. Um, so, Drama Queen. Gotta love her. Anyway, I just want to take the opportunity to thank you guys. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here at all. I wouldn't be doing anything. I've already stepped out of my comfort zone, stepped out, and I spread my wings so far. I'm just waiting to take off and fly. I'm just ready. I'm anxious to see what the future holds for this coming year. But right now, I feel like overall 2019 was kind of successful. There's more changes that went on than ever before with me when it comes to social media and myself as a person trying to find their voice and get the confidence I needed to even do any of this stuff. Get in front of a camera was almost impossible. I learned to hide from the camera, to hide from being able to voice my opinion. And I value people having their own opinions. Um, and I always look, when it comes to arguments, I always look at both sides of the story before I ever put myself in a position to state my opinion, because I want to weigh both sides of the situation or an argument. Okay, Becky Boo Boo. Hi, Brian Nelson. It's good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you're having a happy New Year's Eve. There's just so much that has gone on that I can't even tell you guys. Good and bad. And for me, I also want to just give a huge thank you to Haunted Trucking, because without his encouragement, without his little pushes for me, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have ever started YouTube. I wouldn't have ever stuck with YouTube and get he even managed to help me out. Sorry. I didn't want to do it. Haunted Trucking even also helped me out. He got a microphone. He got me a Logitech cam. That's so cool, Brian Nelson. And Happy New Year, Carol. It's good to see you. He got me a lot of the equipment that I have right now. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even had the opportunity to even do YouTube. I'm very thankful for the friends and encouragement that I've had along the way. And it makes me so happy to tell you guys, I'm not stopping what I'm doing. I'm going to keep rolling. And to any trolls out there, the people that think that this person is going to stop, y'all are wrong. Move somewhere else that you think you can do some good at. Hi, Joseph Wilson. It's good to see you. And Jen, I did see that. I would love to be able to come down there. Just have to find the means to be able to do it. But I would love to. But I mean, there's just so much that's went on this last year, and it was like a big year of changes, good and bad. And hopefully, this will be not only my year, but y'all's year. Some of you guys that have had a hard, rough 2019. I'm hoping you guys will have one of the best years next year. Sometimes I feel like something's got to give, and yeah, things can get hard, but with friends like you guys, the support that I get from you guys, to me, it's all worth it. And you guys, you guys just mean the world to me. You guys just don't understand. And I know a lot of people, quite a few bigger YouTubers, creators, tend to say everybody means the world to them. And I'm hoping that if I ever get uh excel, I guess, and grow as a channel, that I don't forget where I come from, because a lot of YouTubers do. Luckily, I found a community that doesn't forget where they came from. A lot of them, to from what I've seen, you know, they can't keep, they can't keep up with every single subscriber. They can't keep up with everybody, doing their thing. They can't keep up with the subscribers and fans that they have all the time, which, I can understand having so many you can't keep up with. It would be nearly impossible to keep up with. But you guys mean the world to me. And I don't want to ever forget you guys, and I don't want to ever make you guys feel like y'all are not welcome, because you guys are always welcome in my streams. Now, to the haters, the ones that love to pick on me, whether I look good, whether I look bad, or I look ugly, you don't realize when you start coming in here talking smack, it just gives me more, not power, but more motivation to stay on here despite your crap. And I had a few haters this year. I could tell them to kiss it all day, but proof will be in the pudding. Proof will be in there. Proof's going to be in this next year. And I know I'm going to get tested as much as, as I mean, probably more so now than ever. I love being able to voice my opinion. I love being able to bring about at least some kind of understanding for different situations. And I love you guys. I love being, I don't know what many people that have unique way of looking things. And, I'd be damned if somebody comes in here messing with people in my chat. And you're right, Brian. It does not matter what people look like on the outside. It's what's inside that counts. Yeah, I do have, I've talked about this till I'm blue in the face. I have a situation that I was like this at birth with my eyes. And I can't help it. And I don't let that stop me from doing other things. And I made sure that people understand I'm just like you guys. I'm like everybody else. I've had somebody say I was a product of incest, which is bullshit. And Life of Alan 44 is right, Becky Boo Boo. The haters, what you can only do so much, and ignoring them is the best key to do, is to try to ignore them. They need to, there goes the dog again. But yeah, and one thing about forgiveness, I know I've done a lot of things and I had to ask for forgiveness from other people. And even if they don't ask for or say they're sorry about something, I still forgive them. You know why? Because I don't want to keep hating somebody for the rest of my life. I don't want to say that I don't want to have to be hating on somebody for the rest of my life because of something that they did. Um, I don't want to have that. I want to be free of that. I want to have the peace and mind of what it truly means to be peaceful. Exactly, White Wolf. You are unique. We all are, and it's the idiosyncrasies that give that make us imperfectly perfect. Yeah, that's how I look at things. How I look at people. I don't look at and I respect people. I don't want to throw names out there. I don't want to throw, you know what I'm saying? I don't like throwing people under the bus, you guys. So when I do talk about my opinion, I show my respect by not putting their names into things. I just talk about the situations and how I feel about the situations. I hate feeling like you have to hate on somebody. That's, that's one of the biggest things. And I learned this year there is a right way and a wrong way to put how you feel out there. Trust and believe me. And I'm just so looking forward to YouTube this coming year. Being able to grow and not only on this platform, you guys. I do have different platforms I'm going to start actually using um in this new year. So there's going to be a spread out of different live streams that I am going to do. Hi, Brandon the Pinocchio and Amanda's chronic illness life. It's good to see you guys. Happy New Year. So I'm not just limiting myself to YouTube. I am going to be branching out. And depending on what I do the research on when it comes to policies, every stream is going to be a little bit different on each platform. Might be kind of the same things I talk about. It's just might go into more detail or might leave. Oh, I hope you feel better soon, Becky. I'm sorry you're in pain. And so you guys, I love you all. I'm really looking forward to this new year. I'm really looking forward to seeing what all my friends, my really good friends, and my best friends are up to on their platforms as well, their channels. I do want to encourage you guys, if you have not hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do so. And if you want to check each other out, you're more than happy, more than welcome to do it. Just do it in the right way. Hit the subscribe button, go to a video, watch the video, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment, let them know so they can, reply back to you and talk to you, interact with you. That's how we all grow. A lot of people do live streams. It's okay, Amanda's blind and chronic illness life. It's okay. I totally understand. Zoom has an issue with giving out notifications. So if you've got anybody on any social media platforms, you will be able, if they share it out, you'll be able to see it on social media. It takes YouTube quite a while to throw out notifications for people. I don't understand it. But yeah, you guys just check each other out. The way I look at it, if you like their content, please subscribe. Do it the right way, and let us all grow, and learn. And Brian, I hope you have a safe and wonderful New Year's to you as well. Have fun on your vacation. And I appreciate that, Amanda. The more we do, the more I do on here, the more there's so many things I wanted to do this past year that I didn't get to do, but there's always this year. And I'm hoping that some of the things I do are going to be epic. You guys know Pinky and the Brain. Yeah, Brandon. Um, and if you guys are going to parties and chilling with friends and stuff, just be safe out on the roads, you guys. Don't, if you're drinking, uh, if you go to parties, have a little drink here and there. Don't go driving. I encourage you to do that. This is one of the hardest days of the year, actually. Um, People drinking and driving, it's illegal to do. And it can cost you your life. You could get really hurt. I encourage you guys. I value you guys' life to say this, so please listen. You guys don't drink and drive. Be safe out there on the roads. If you have to, go get an Uber or a taxi. Tell the friend that you're at the house with, hey, I'm going to borrow your bicycle. I'm heading home now. Something rather than trying to drive and get hurt. So to wrap this up, is this the end of me or my channel or of Wing Talk? Nope. Though I'd like to think I'm just getting started. This is gonna be an interesting ride, and I hope every single person that's in here is able to come along for the ride with me. The drama queen is getting on my nerves. In the UK, it's not worth even having one pint, and one pint can send you over the limit here. Yes, White Wolf is right. If you do go out and you plan on drinking more than you expect, you definitely don't want to have the only option of driving home by yourself. Be safe out there. I hope you guys will ride it out with me for this new year, whether I'm in a good mood or a bad mood, doing a Wing Talk, doing one of my other series. I plan on having more Spirit Whisper episodes out for you guys. And you guys, some of these you're going to like. Spirit Whisper, if nobody knows about it, it's what I have a gift of hearing voices within a spirit box a lot deeper than most people can understand. The last two Spirit Whisper episodes that I ever had dealt with some of my best friend Haunted Trekking's spirit box sessions. Well, last year, there has been things verified that nobody would have known about, could have known about it. There is another episode that I am actually in the works that will be ready sometime within the new year and uploaded. This next episode of Spirit Whisperer, I don't even know the person that this would involved with the Spirit Box session other than Haunted Trucking. Within the first minute, I got everything. I started asking questions that Haunted Trucking didn't want to answer. There were things in there that I picked up even before I actually got really started on the Spirit Box. And I was able to nail information that I had no clue as to what it was. You guys are going to hear something that, if you're like me and kind of more sensitive to hearing, you're going to understand when I say this. You're going to hear something that you're not going to understand, because at the time of this recording, there was nobody else there but these two people. And as the Spirit Box goes along, give some interesting descriptions of how things work in the spirit world. You guys will not want to miss this at this episode. And like this last one episode of Spirit Whisperer I done, I'm going to do a live stream so everybody, not just me, but everybody can talk about what they heard in that session. So you guys can share in the experience with me. But you guys who would miss out on it, I definitely want you to be encouraged. The key is watching that video. It's not going to be too long, but that video needs to be seen before you try to come into the live stream, because in the live stream we are going to talk about it. And I've tried to make it work, before, but I don't know if anybody kind of got the point. A lot of people had to go back to the video before they seen the live stream. So it took a lot longer for it to work. So I'm going to post that at nighttime, let it be released in the morning at a certain time. We will do the actual live stream of what was said on that Spirit Box session the night before. And just wrapping up, I hope you guys, really enjoyed everything that I've done so far. You guys, if you guys want to go ahead and put in the chat which series you like the best, what are you looking forward to for my channel this year? Anything new that you want to see, for those that have not seen this live stream, comment down below in the comment section if there's something that you thought was your favorite for my channel, or something that you want to see me try to do. So that way it gives me ideas of what you guys would like to see. That way I can start working on maybe getting a schedule out. WCF Mike, Happy New Year, bud. Much love to you, Libra's Roll. I always get cracked up every time I see Mike in here. But you guys have made so many awesome memories with me, being in my live streams, being there for some of the most interesting moments I've ever had, some of the funniest ones too. Hi, Wolfie at the PAX. Good to see you. And I enjoyed the entire ride coming to the end of this year, and I'm so looking forward to keep riding and keep going. And like I've said before, I've spread my wings. I'm just about ready to fly, you guys. I really am. I feel that way. I feel it in my gut that this year is going to be the year, and I can't wait. But I hope everybody has a really, really safe new year. Have fun. Enjoy family and friends, everybody that's around for with you on the new year. Enjoy each other's company. I would say stay away from social media, but then how can you see if I'm live or not? So I do want to say, in the next couple of days, I will do another live stream again. You guys stay safe, take care, and just remember, you never know what's out there until you spread your wings and fly.